Micah 5:2 says this, "But you, Bethlehem of Ephrathah, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come from me one who will rule over Israel, whose origins are from old, from ancient times." Well, this is a prophecy about the Messiah, about Jesus, that he would be born in Bethlehem. This prophecy offered by Micah hundreds of years before Jesus was even born. But if you think about it, it almost didn't happen. You see, Mary and Joseph, well, they were from Nazareth, and that's where they would have stayed, and that's where Jesus would have been born, except for one thing. Caesar Augustus, the Roman emperor, called for a census, and everyone had to return to their hometown to register for the census. And since Joseph was from Bethlehem, that's where they went, and that's where Jesus was born, just as the prophets had said. Caesar Augustus wanted the census data to impose taxes and find out how many men were available for military service. He was trying to impose his will on the world, but what he didn't realize is that he was being used by God to accomplish God's will. Now, we can't know exactly what was going through Mary and Joseph's mind as their baby was born in a stable where animals were kept and placed in a manger, a feeding trough, but there's a good chance that they may have felt like this was not the place that they wanted those things to happen, that this was not the place that they wanted to be at that moment in time. And yet we know that they were exactly where they were supposed to be. The truth is that there are so many things that can go sideways, that can go wrong in this world. And when that happens, we can begin to wonder if God really is in control. Because from our perspective, sometimes it just doesn't seem like that's the case. But this part of the Christmas story reminds us that God is in control and that his will be done even when it doesn't appear to us to be the case from our perspective. So as we celebrate Christmas this year, let's remember that God is often at work in our lives and in the world in ways that we cannot see and would maybe never imagine. And may we remember how it was that Jesus came to be born in Bethlehem and trust that God is in control even in those times and places when it doesn't seem like that to us.